Right. This is going to be the video for Unit 4, Lesson 8. So if we're looking on Canvas, right, you're going to see your details. Again, you should be reading that. Make sure you understand everything in there. Here's all the videos that we have for you to watch this week. I will add the Lesson 8 video after I record it, obviously. But I wanted to make sure you guys see these code.org videos. These are short videos. They're about a minute to a minute and a half long. But they kind of dive more into what an if-else statement is, how to use them in code.org. Also the and or for those logical operators. So definitely make sure that you watch these videos because they're going to give you a little more explanation, right? When I'm going through these videos, I'm kind of just getting into it a little bit. What the logical operators are, how to use them, the if-else statements. I want to make sure you guys watch these videos as well because this will give you some more details and hopefully kind of get it in there a little deeper in your minds. So we're going to look at Unit 4, Lesson 8. Again, this is one of those make lessons. So on this one, they're going to give you an app. You are then going to basically code the app from the start. So just like on the last make that you guys did, there is an activity guide. You are not required to turn this in, but I do strongly suggest that you use it as you go through this because it will definitely give you some clues on what you need to code, how you need to code things, the different IDs for the different elements. So use this, but again, you do not have to complete it and turn it into me. But it will kind of give you the rubric on what I'm looking for when I grade it, along with kind of steps that you can go through to get this assignment done. Also, just like last time, there is another planning guide that you can look at. This is, if you were in class with me as a class before you started coding this, we would walk through and create this together. So this is, I'm just going to give it to you. But again, if you basically create these variables, if you create event handlers, just follow this kind of word for word. Your if-else logic is in here. You should be doing pretty good for this activity. So let's go ahead and look at the lesson. For this one, it's the museum ticket generator, and they kind of give us some context. We want to make, basically, people are going to buy tickets based on age and what day they want to go, and possibly a discount code. And then we're going to see how much their ticket costs, right? So make a ticket for the weekend. How much does it cost? Make a ticket for a weekday. If someone's 18 or younger, how much does it cost? So they just want us to kind of play around with this. So if I do a weekend ticket and I'm saying I'm younger than 18, I can see it's going to be $10, right? If I'm older, it's still $10. If I go on a Monday and I'm 21, right, $10. If I'm younger and I create my ticket, okay, it's $5. And then there's this free Friday code. So if it's Tuesday and I put in free Friday, nothing happens. If it was actually Friday and maybe I was, 40 years old, I can see the price is $0. So kind of knowing that, you would have to play around with this a bit. But again, this is where the planning guides are going to help you because they're going to detail kind of the ages and days and what the price should be and when this discount code should be applied. But you need to start thinking about what variables you're going to need and what sort of if-else statement you're going to need to create this. So if we go to level 2, we'll see what they're giving us to start. So this is where you're going to code. So over here in the toolbox, you have the different functions. All of these functions, whether it's in the variables, the control, the math, this is all stuff that you've used before. It's nothing new. So they're giving us the user interface. They've created all the IDs. They've labeled everything for us. What we want to do is kind of look at our checklist. All right, that's going to be some instructions that we can use to help us get through this along with those planning guides. So really all they've given us is this calculate button on event. So that's going to be tied to this orange calculate. So you're going to have to create some variables to store the values in these 3 elements. Once this event happens, you're going to want to update those values. So you're going to use, either get text or get number to get the number or the text out of these elements and store them to those variables that you already created. You're going to have an if-else statement in there to, check your logic and decide what price you're going to charge them. You're going to have another variable to kind of store the text that you saw being output in this ticket output element. And then you're going to have some more code to set that text to the screen, right? So you can see you have get text, get number, set text. There may be a sound, right? You might be setting some properties. It shouldn't need set screen for this one. They already gave you the on event. There's really only one button being clicked. But you might have to maybe on these drop downs do something, right? I'm going to let you figure that out. So if you have any questions, you can email me. You can come by room 624. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to seeing your code on this one, right? This is kind of one of the first apps where you're really getting into the code, using some logic with these control structures, creating your variables, updating your variable values. Don't forget to add watchers if you need to. So if something's not working right, you can add a watcher for the variable and see if it's being set or not. You got a lot of tools at your disposal now, so good luck.